Good afternoon and welcome to the university. I hope this afternoon's ceremony is a happy and joyous occasion. But before we start the ceremony proper, I think it appropriate for us to hold 1 minute silence in recognition of the terrible events that occurred in Nice last night. Please. Thank you. I now declare the congregation open for the conferment of awards. Please be seated.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor and Provost, it's an honour and indeed a privilege to introduce our honorary graduand, Commendador Augusto Sampaio. Over a prolific career, he's become one of the most distinguished Brazilian computer scientists and certainly the most distinguished in his research area of strong software engineering. This studies and exploits the mathematical foundations of software engineering to produce techniques and tools that have an important impact in both academia and industry. Their use can significantly reduce costs of software development, and this is particularly important in the case of systems whose failure can have an influence on our economical and personal well-being. These software systems are becoming ubiquitous in our society. They're in our cars, in our hospitals, in our shops, they're everywhere. He's collaborated for the last 15 years with a dedicated team of 60 engineers at Motorola in Brazil. They've developed and applied novel testing techniques with strong mathematical foundations. This programme is part of the Brazil Test Centre, a partnership between Motorola and his group that's attracted tens of millions of dollars in funding over the years. The Brazil Test Centre has aggregated more than 1,000 collaborators, including students, engineers and researchers, all under the technical direction of Commendador Sampaio. The current infrastructure includes 4G testing laboratories that are unique in the entire Southern Hemisphere. It's responsible for the test of every application that runs on every one of Motorola's mobile phones worldwide. From an early age, it was clear that he was destined for success. He received the best student prizes at school and university. After a brief period working in industry, he became one of the first students in a pioneering research group in Brazil that studies the mathematical principles and languages of software engineering, a group that he now leads. In 1983, he came to Britain for a few years, where he was awarded a DPhil in computer science from the University of Oxford, working under the direction of one of the most successful and celebrated computer scientists in the world, Sir Tony Hoare. This is a winner of a Turing Award, that's the Nobel Prize of Computer Science. But Sir Tony Hoare's greatest honour was, of course, an honorary doctorate from the University of York. As a result of his research in Oxford, he published in 1997 a seminal book on program compilation. As well as a distinguished scientist with the usual accolades obtained by such professionals, an impressive record of academic titles and publications and funded projects and participation in international committees and so on, he's distinguished in his contribution to society. Several years ago, he created a novel computer science educational program in residence. This gives young software engineers the kind of experience that medical doctors obtain with a residency in a hospital. More than 500 students from all over Brazil have already graduated from this program. In 2010, his remarkable contributions to research and teaching were again recognized by the Brazilian government, which awarded him the title of Commendador da Ordem Nacional de Mérito Científico, Commander of the National Order of Scientific Merit. Now, this is the highest honour that can be awarded to a scientist in Brazil. It's awarded to both Brazilian and foreign scientists to recognise their contributions to Brazil's scientific development. Professor Sampaio is one of just a dozen computer scientists ever to have received this honour. His research group has formed hundreds of professionals that contribute to science all over Brazil and all over the world. He's guided and supported the career development of numerous scientists who've now themselves got distinguished positions in their communities, including here at the University of York. As a teacher, a scientist, and as a human being, he's a major source of inspiration to his students, to his colleagues, to his friends, and to his beautiful family. Today, Augusto has brought along his wife and his two daughters. In the strength of their relationship, we see the reflection of his personal life, in his values and in his conduct. Commendador Sampaio is an excellent example of dedication and competence in a profession. He's also a leader, a mentor, an enabler of best performance. He's over and over again received prizes from his students, not only for the exceptional quality of his teaching, but also for the friendly support that he provides. Since 2004, he's been a frequent visitor to our Department of Computer Science here in York. He's helped to enrich and develop our research environment and our community. The mathematical foundations of all the work that's done in York in this area of strong software engineering is based on theories jointly developed over the last 15 years with Commendador Sampaio. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, for his outstanding achievements as a computer scientist, and in particular his contributions to the mathematical foundations of software engineering, it's my very great honour to present to you Commendador Augusto Cesar Alves Sampaio for the degree of Doctor of this University of York, honoris causa.
Through the power vested in me by the University of York, it is with great pleasure that I award you the degree of Doctor of the University of York, honoris causa. Many congratulations.
Many thanks for the very generous presentation, Jim. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, fellow graduates, I'm extremely proud and moved by the privilege of being awarded this distinction by such an outstanding university. I'm sure I share this feeling with all of you that are about to graduate from the University of York, one of the world's top universities. In very general terms, as Jim was saying, my main research interest has been to contribute to the construction of solid theories and sound methods, techniques, and tools to computer science, which is still a very young discipline when contrasted, for instance, with the several branches of engineering. The community in this formal methods field worked very hard to make the daily tasks of the computing professionals more predictable, both in terms of the time and the cost involved in building complex and safety-critical systems. This is far from an easy task, but it becomes possible when people collaborate towards these extremely challenging objectives. The opportunity to collaborate with colleagues from the University of York in this area, in particular with Professor Woodcock and Professor Anna Cavalcanti, through several joint projects, has significantly and positively influenced my research career. These professional colleagues and personal friends see beyond the present and across geographical frontiers. For all these opportunities, I feel particularly attached to this university. Make some, even if modest, scientific contribution to this area of computing, as well as exploring their application in an industrial context, is what I have defined as my professional dream a long time ago in Recife, a faraway city in the northeast of Brazil. For a long time, this seems almost impossible to achieve locally. With all the adversities one faces in a modest region, in a developing country. But luckily, my dream was aligned with, and actually induced by, a collective dream of my colleagues at the Computer Science Department of the Federal University of Pernambuco, where I studied and have been working for a long time. These extremely stubborn people, in the good sense, thought they could build a high-quality department, computer science department, and at the same time, articulating and creating a surrounding information technology ecosystem with international visibility. Well, as a continuous and collective effort, this has indeed been successfully achieved. And then one starts to dream much higher. Fellow graduates, after working very hard, soon you'll be receiving a well-deserved title from one of the most prestigious universities in the world. Always remember that with the state-of-the-art knowledge that you have acquired, you are able to make a difference in your city, in your county or state, in your country, or even in the world. You just need to define your professional dream and pursue it with knowledge and imagination. It's almost certain that we will face several difficulties and even severe failures in the way. But this is part of our journey that you should follow with much persistence and passion. Never ever give up your dreams. I'd like to thank all of you again for this very special occasion, which I was lucky enough to participate with the company of my wife, Claudia, and my daughters, Gabrielle and Deborah, who have always played a crucial role not only in the realization of my professional, but mainly my personal dreams. Thank you very, very much.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor and Provost, it is an honour and a privilege to introduce our honorary graduate, Professor David Heyman. Professor Heyman is an extremely distinguished public health physician and an honorary commander of the most excellent order of the British Empire. He has also been bestowed many other honours and awards from many other bodies in a number of countries. But I am delighted that the University of York is adding to these, as his work embodies a number of fundamental medical and humanitarian principles, including the improvement of health and health-related quality of life, both at individual and at societal levels, and it embodies the vital nature of cooperation, collaboration, and internationalism to achieve those goals. Professor Heyman's CV reads like a biography of one of the great explorers of the 19th or 20th century. Parallels with Sir Richard Burton or Sir Wilfrid Thesiger are perhaps not too fanciful. He was raised in Pennsylvania and qualified from medical school in North Carolina, where he became interested in public health. He joined the US Public Health Service and firstly served on a Coast Guard cutter ship patrolling the Mekong Delta in the Vietnam War, and subsequently on the US CGC icebreaker Northwind during Operation Deep Freeze in Antarctica. He then completed the diploma at the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine, and then he subsequently worked in the WHO smallpox eradication campaign in India. He joined the Centers for Disease Control Epidemic Intelligence Service in 1976 and was part of the response team to the original Ebola outbreak in Yambuku, Zaire that year, which caused 280 deaths with a case fatality rate of 88%. By 1977, he was back in Africa in Cameroon, now with responsibility for infectious disease epidemiology for 5 countries. A further outbreak of Ebola flared in Tandala, Zaire that year, and David travelled into the Congo Basin to assist. Due to the wisdom of the local physician, that outbreak was strictly controlled. But that enabled Professor Heyman and colleagues in a seminal paper to conclude that for the control of Ebola, 1, strict isolation was necessary, 2, that there must be scrupulous infection control practices, and 3, that there was indeed a natural reservoir from which further outbreaks might arise. In 1995, David and Professor Jean-Jacques Muyembe led the response to another Ebola outbreak in Kikwit, Democratic Republic of Congo, when again that basic primer for Ebola control was needed. The list of infectious diseases to which Professor Heyman has worked on is lengthy, and we could also discuss his contributions to measles, polio, malaria, sexually transmitted diseases, HIV/AIDS, and many others. He made a lasting contribution to malaria treatment control while working for the Ministry of Health in Zambia in the 1980s. But then in 1988, he moved to the World Health Organization in Geneva, where he held a series of increasingly senior positions over the next 20 years. He worked initially on the epidemiology of HIV/AIDS with Jonathan Mann, and then successively headed programs on HIV research, STD prevention and control, and emerging and other communicable diseases. In 1998, he became executive director of the WHO Communicable Diseases Cluster, whereby all infectious diseases programs were brought together under one roof. His numerous activities at that time included heading the global effort to contain the outbreak of severe acute respiratory syndrome, SARS as we know it, and the initial response to avian influenza A, H5N1, the establishment of the Stop Tuberculosis and Rollback Malaria partnerships, and advocacy and planning leading to the establishment of the Global Fund for AIDS, TB and Malaria. He is widely credited with being central to halting the spread of SARS through a combination of a widespread alert, central coordination, and persuading a disparate group of governments, laboratories and businesses to share information. Later, he headed the major program on the end game of polio eradication, and latterly he was Assistant Director General for Health Security and the Environment. In 2009, we were extremely fortunate here in the UK when Prof. Heyman took up a triad of positions, including Head of the Centre on Global Security at Chatham House, Chairman of Public Health England, and also a chair at the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine. His activities continue to be numerous, global, and highly influential. In a recently published analysis of the tragic Ebola pandemic of 2014-15, he stressed not only our ongoing need for global health security through regulation, cooperation, and collaboration, but its inherent dependence on individual health security, the right of all citizens in all countries to safe and effective healthcare. Deputy Vice-Chancellor and Provost, for his tireless work and dedication to the prevention of infectious diseases, to increase international health security, and to promote individual health at a global level, I am honoured to present to you Professor David Heyman for the degree of Doctor of the University of York, honoris causa.
Through the power vested in me by the University of York, it is with great pleasure that I award you the degree of Doctor of the University, honoris causa. Many congratulations.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor and Provost colleagues, and friends. I'm very proud and I'm very happy to receive this award. It's humbling, and it also unites me with a country which I think is one of the most important countries in the world, and that's the United Kingdom. You have done incredible things in the past, and you're doing incredible things at the present. And I know you're all very happy as well, whether you're in computer science, whether you're in health science, or in psychology. You're all ready to take the next steps. I'm sure that as you take those next steps, you'll be thinking about the opportunities here in the United Kingdom and also internationally. And as my colleague, Professor Bhattacharya, has said in many ways, the history of the United Kingdom shows how important it has been in public health in the past and still in the present. I first came to the United Kingdom in 1974 at the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine. During the first week of school, we took a walk over into Soho to the area where there's a pump standing on Broadwick Street. That pump is the pump that provided water to people living in that area in the middle of the 19th century. As many of you know, John Snow, who was an obstetrician and who actually was working with Queen Victoria at that time during her deliveries, making sure that she had the anesthetic necessary, also had a hypothesis that cholera was transmitted by water and not by the air. To prove this, he took advantage of a cholera outbreak in Soho, where he mapped every household where cholera was occurring. And looking at that map and looking at the water supply to those households, it was clear in his mind that cholera was caused by water coming from the Broadwick Street pump. He removed the handle of that pump, the cholera outbreak stopped. Ingenuity, importance in public health. In fact, this led to the understanding that pure water is necessary. It was no longer possible to take water from a river, as was being done at the Broadwick pump, and use it to provide to humans living in the area. So John Snow was certainly the world's first epidemiologist, but 75 years before that, again, here in the United Kingdom, vaccination, smallpox vaccination, was developed by a very astute scientist, Edward Jenner, who noted, as did many of his colleagues, that milkmaids were not becoming infected with smallpox. They actually had been immunized from cowpox, a very similar disease. He developed a means of vaccinating people against smallpox, and that smallpox vaccine was a successful vaccine and continued to be used until 1980, at the time that smallpox was declared eradicated from the world because of that vaccine. We'll come back to smallpox in a bit, but I'd like to just go on a little bit to talk about the expertise that really comes from this country. In 1976, I was fortunate enough to go to the first outbreak of Ebola as a member of the team. Fortunate because this is where I did much of my learning. In that outbreak, it was clear that it was a very severe virus, but the virus was not known. It was not until Patricia Webb from Cambridge, who had gone over to the US as a virologist during World War II, was able to identify this as a new virus, that it was not known what the etiology was. Of course, this virus turned out to be the Ebola virus, but again, it was United Kingdom expertise that developed this, that identified this virus. But in addition, in the field, there was another team, a team from Porton Down on the Salisbury Plain here in the United Kingdom, which was instrumental in conducting the outbreak investigations. Also, a little bit later, a little bit later, in 1997, the United Kingdom was also instrumental in providing a virus that could be used in the pandemic influenza vaccine against the virus H5N1, influenza, H5N1, the avian influenza. This virus was first identified in Hong Kong in 1997 in humans, it was very lethal. It killed over half of the people who were infected. The virus, however, was a virus that killed chickens, and this was the predicament. The virus killed chickens. To develop a vaccine, you must grow that virus in chick embryos and harvest those chick embryos to provide the virus for the vaccine. So the virus was brought here to the United Kingdom, to the National Institute of Biological Standards. And at that institute, the virus was manipulated in such a way that it became able to survive in chick embryos, not killing those embryos, and was provided to industry around the world to develop pandemic vaccines. Today, you're coming into a United Kingdom where there's still a great international outlook and there's great activity going on in the United Kingdom. In fact, at Public Health England, there's been a new medication developed in the past 10 years that's now available worldwide as a second treatment to childhood leukemia should that first treatment fail. This is manufactured in the United Kingdom. It's provided throughout the world for people who need this medication. At the same time, there are many activities going on in Public Health England, new apps on your telephones, a whole series of things to help you and the people in the United Kingdom live a more healthy lifestyle. So let's go back to smallpox, as I said I would, because smallpox is a very important infection, or at least it was at that time. In 1967, smallpox killed 2.7 million people in the world. That's an incredible number of people to die from one infectious disease. In 1967, therefore, there was a global eradication program which was developed and which ended in 1980. That program was a very field-oriented program, a program very effective, and using the smallpox vaccine that Edward Jenner had developed. Smallpox was declared eradicated in 1980. In 1981, just 6 months after the declaration of the eradication of smallpox, a new virus was identified in the world, and that virus was the HIV virus. So one disease disappeared, a new disease appeared. But the story is even more complex because in 1984, every country in the world had stopped vaccinating against smallpox. However, military services throughout the world continued to vaccinate because they wanted to be sure their troops were protected with all known vaccines. So military recruits were being vaccinated, and in the U.S. in 1984, a military recruit vaccinated for smallpox became himself very sick after the vaccination, and 6 months later he died. He was HIV infected, and it was not known he was HIV infected. And this immunization in his weakened immunization system, in his weakened immune system, led him very rapidly to death from AIDS. Today we know that smallpox vaccine could not be safely used to eradicate smallpox in countries where HIV affects as much as 25% of the adult population. So the smallpox eradication program took advantage of a window of opportunity, and it was not known that that window existed. But it used a vaccine that was available, it used it to the maximum so that a disease could be eradicated. So it's just an example of how important windows of opportunity really are. Windows of opportunity are what you have today as you finish in your computer science, as you finish in your health science, as you finish in psychology. All these three areas are very important areas to apply to public health in the United Kingdom and to help out overseas if possible. Public Health England is involved with the Zika outbreak and was involved with the Ebola outbreak. In fact, there are still people from Public Health England working in Sierra Leone to help that country strengthen its capacities. So the windows of opportunity are there. You can use those windows of opportunity however you wish. You can use them locally, nationally, internationally, but they will never be taken away from you. But it takes one more thing to be really able to do the job you want. It takes taking advantage of the opportunities when they come and being able to take advantage of those opportunities and being willing to say yes. When I went to the first Ebola outbreak, I had to say yes that I would stay during Christmas time because that was what was necessary to do. And I also add one more thing. It's very important that you find a partner who is tolerant. I have a wife who's with me today who has been tolerant throughout my life and permitted me to do what I felt was necessary while she took care of things at home. So think about the windows of opportunity that you have. Don't let them close. The smallpox window closed, but it closed not too late to eradicate the disease. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Honorary will perform Ubi Caratus by Maurice Duruflé, followed by I Get Around by the Beach Boys.
Round, round, get around, I get around. Get around, round, round, 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 I get around.
I'm getting bored looking up and down the same old strip. I gotta find a new place where the kids are hip. My buddies and me are getting real well known. Yeah, the bad guys know us and they leave us alone.
I get around, round, round, I get around. 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 I get around.
Get around, round, round.
Ooh, wah, wah, ooh, wah, wah, ooh, wah, wah, ooh.
We always take my car cause it's never been beat. And we've never missed yet with the girls we meet. None of the cars go steady cause it wouldn't be right to leave the best girl home on a Saturday night.
I get around, round, round, I get around. 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 I get around.
Get around, get around,
As we celebrate the achievements of students, we also wish to recognise the staff who've contributed to your success. York has an outstanding record of teaching excellence. What students will remember long after graduation are the individual members of staff and postgraduate students who teach, who have supported, challenged and inspired them. The Vice-Chancellor's Teaching Awards recognise and reward both individuals and teams who have made an outstanding contribution to the student learning experience. All holders of these awards have demonstrated excellence in their teaching or the support they provide for learning, delivered with energy, care and commitment. A Vice-Chancellor's Teaching Award has been made to Professor Beth Jeffries from the Department of Psychology.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor and Provost, I have the honour to present the following candidates for the degree of Doctor of Engineering in Large-Scale Complex IT Systems. For research in Feedback Admission Control for Workflow Management, Hashim Ali Ghazawi. For research in Autonomic Business Processes, Paul Taylor. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Computer Science, for research in implementing a graph programming language, Christopher Back. For research in automatic parallelization of functional programs, Jose Calderon. For research in formally modeling and verifying the free RTOS, Xu Cheng. For research in real-time prefetching on shared memory multicores, Jamie Garside. For research in actor-oriented multiprocessor networks on chip, Gary Plumbridge. For research in reducing number entry errors in medical devices, Frank Zabochensky. For research in predictability-enhanced network on chips, Bharat Sudev. For the degree of Master of Science in Gas Turbine Control, Paul Hisgett. Daniel Roberts Richards. No follow-up? For the degree of Master of Science in Human-Centered Interactive Technologies, Meishu Song. For the degree of Master of Science in Safety Critical Systems Engineering, David Annas. Danny Palmer. For the degree of Master of Engineering in Computer Science, Mohammed Malek. Alexander Petherick. For the degree of Master of Engineering in Computer Science with a year in industry, Hugh McNamara. Domas Poliakis. Alex Smith. Catherine Smith. And Russell Whiting. For the degree of Master of Engineering in Computer Science with Artificial Intelligence, Adam Ansell. Stephen Jenkins. For the degree of Master of Engineering in Computer Science with Artificial Intelligence with a year in Industry, Callum Collins. Alistair Cormack. Jonathan Gilchrist. Martin Higgs. And Vicky Lee. Edward Nicodé Groper. Harrison Spain. And James Thorne. For the degree of Master of Engineering in Computer Science with Business Enterprise Systems with a year in Industry, Svetlana Angelova. Christopher Dooley. For the degree of Master of Engineering in Computer Science with Embedded Systems Engineering, David Wotherspoon. For the degree of Master of Engineering in Computer Science with Embedded Systems with a year in Industry, Kieran Brown. Andrew Durant. Ben Harris. Oliver Loftus. For the degree of Master of Engineering in Computer Systems and Software Engineering, Aisha Animashaun. Radostin Nanov. And for the degree of Master of Engineering in Computer Systems and Software Engineering with a year in Industry, Velislav Cholpanov. And Anthony Williams. For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Computer Science, Timothy Atkinson. Tyler Bevan. Peter Bryant. Tyler Cobb. Jack Fishwick. Liam Fraser. Thomas Gatenby. Michael Jenick. Marco Jones. James Judd. Yi-Lok Leung. Ronan McCann Jackson. Nick Michael. Shivam Mistry. Douglas Parsons. James Shaw. And Sam Woodall. For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Computer Science with a year in Industry, Richard Aiken. Bafor Atua. Tom Bryant. James Cowgill. Marian Giles. Joshua Ginn. Matthew Hands. Jonathan Howell. Svetlana Ilcheva. Richard Kirby. James Lee. Shivile Liskauskaite. Katie Mills. Liam Mullane. David Orhau. Leeview Purvan. Sol Renison. Sanjit Samada. Lewis Shaw. Adam Taylor. Timothy Waterson. Stephen Webb. Stephen Whitelock. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Computer Systems, Jake Digweed. Yindi Dong. Adrian Hui. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Jonathan Edgecombe. And that concludes the graduates in computer science.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor and Provost, I have the honour to present the following candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Health Sciences for research in implementation of electronic records into the National Health Service, Arabella Clark. For the degree of Masters in Public Health, Shema Abdelhamid. Lee Bell. Jonas Thompson McCormick. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Health and Social Care Practice, Sarah Bainbridge. Susan Banahan. Caroline Bedford. Joanne Edgar. Adrian Fell. Jacqueline Higgins. Joseph Newlands. Alison Richardson. And Fiona Sharp.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor and Provost, I have the honour to present the following candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy by publication in Psychology, André Gauze. And for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Cognitive Neuroscience and Neuroimaging, specifically research in visual abnormalities in Drosophila and humans, forget that one, rather, for research in exploring the varieties of self-generated thought, Florence Ruby. And for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Psychology, and for research in spatiotemporal prediction of observed actions, Victoria Bratton. And for research in the nature of lexical representations in memory, Dorina Strawry. And for research in the representation of scenes in visual cortex, David Watson. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Psychology, Abigail Aitchison. Rose Adamson. Catherine Addlestone. Sadia Ahmed. Sarah Alasiri. Beatrice Angier. Katie Ashworth. Alexandra Ashshu. Adele Astley-Jones. Sophie Beasley. Danai Bentari. Katrina Berwick. Stephanie Bill. Imogen Birch. Sophie Bull. Natasha Burrows. Haylok Chan. Oi Candace Chan. Woody Chow. Margaret Coleman. Martha Coleman. Lucy Cox. Annabelle Crane. Amy Creedon. Lauren Cross. Kaylee Cutler. Holly Dale. Natasha Doroza Lau. Holly Davies. Harriet Demnitz-King. Bethany Dimmock. Yun Paul Ding. Faye Donison. Aaron Doherty. Hannah Evans. Rubina Fada. Amy Foster. Eleanor Francis. Megan Garside. Amy Gascoigne. Megan Goddard. Elizabeth Goulden. Anna Gray. Sophie Gray. Francesca Green. Olivia Greta. Ruth Yura Gultom. Laura Hadgett. Sini Abigail Han. Lydia Yasmin Younain. Shannon Hardcastle. Victoria Harrison. Nicole Hatton-Uri. Laura Helsby. Holly Hemming. Anna Hernandez. Rebecca Hicks. Natasha Hoggard. Claire Hurry. Melissa James. Håkon Yule. Johanna Rishvod Karlovitz. Rebecca Kelleher. Georgina Kerwick-Crisp. Anna Kracevich. Christy Kwok-Hee Kwan. Vildi Langell. Charlotte Le Bourgeois. Rachel Lees. Chun Ivan Leung. Joanne Lever. Marie Levorsen. Abigail Leyland. Zoe Janet Lee. Jenny Lister. Jihao Liu. Abigail Llewellyn. Vanessa Lloyd. Evie Lodge. Amy Elizabeth Lyle. Harriet Lithgow. Ellie Mack. Olivia Mack. Eleonora Malpassi. Rajdeep Mann. Alice Manning. Nicholas Marshall Atherton. Alicia Maud. Elizabeth McLarnon. Alice Millington. Shou Wen Mo. John Mobbs. Grace Moxon. Rebecca Mulholland. Daniel Nairn. Naomi Poppy Naylor. Katie Needham. Jing Stephanie Ng. Rianu O'Connor Fogarty. Thomas Oliver. Josephine Osborne. Georgia Parrott. Phoebe Polanyi. Emily Phillips. Lauren Pollard. Pak Hugo Poon. Hannah Prophet. James Pugh. Hannah Raspin. Matthew Rickard. George Robinson. Jodie Roper. Amy Ross. Bethany Rudkin. Georgina Rudkin. Laura Schmidt. Hannah Scragg. Bindi Skaya. Alice Smith. Louise Smith. Sarah Snelson. Cho Jasmine So. Georgina Stark. Emma Sullivan. Laura Sweeney. Laura Swettenham. Maria Taha. Tishan Evelyn Tan. Jiying Tan. Li Ying Kelly Tang. Hannah Taylor. Rebecca Taylor. Alexander Temple McCune. Ruby Tennant. Nicola Travis. Georgina Trotter. Alejandra Ugarte. Jacob William Umney. Elena Valkova. Kathleen Van Roo. Florence Weiss Coles. Samuel Walker. Eleanor Worley. Alicia Webb. Rebecca Williams. Amy Wilson. Anna Wilson. Lokyu Haruka Yan. Hick Yip. Joanna Young. Miao Miao Yu. Shun Sophia Yoon. Tasmir Yan. Siti Zana Hallison. Mingjia Zhang. Tian Zhang.
And congratulations to you all. Today is a very special day. You've reached a hugely significant milestone in your lives, and I want to offer you my warmest and most sincere congratulations. Gaining a degree from a world-class university like York is a tremendous achievement. We have very high standards, and our courses challenge all of our students. We expect not only ability and talent, but also a great deal of hard work. The award of your degree shows just how much you have devoted your best efforts to your studies. The university is enormously proud of you, as indeed are your families, partners and friends, and everyone else who has supported you through your time here. When you made the decision to come to university, you made a choice that's likely to have a lasting effect on your life. As I'm sure you know, there are many reasons why people decide to go to university. Perhaps you came because you wanted to prepare for a career in a chosen field or to improve your employment prospects. Perhaps you came because you were passionate about a subject. Or perhaps you came to university simply because you wanted to be independent and move away from home. Whatever your motives might have been, you have in common that you have all been educated at the University of York, and in that education lies the real value of your time here. In recent years, the public discourse around higher education has increasingly revolved around universities as drivers for growth, and the role of higher education in delivering a highly skilled and productive workforce. Whereas such utilitarian constructs are undoubtedly important, we should not lose sight of the much wider relevance of higher education for society. Education is a common good that benefits us all in many ways that are difficult to measure or quantify. But they're certainly no less important. Education enables societies to work together, to build together, and to live harmoniously and peacefully together. Education protects us from extremism, intolerance, and prejudice. Education makes us simply better people. Contributing to that mission is amongst the most valuable things that this university can do. In many ways, York is an extraordinary university. It is widely recognised as a genuinely world-class institution, but the university is only 53 years old. In that time, it has risen up the ranks at a remarkable pace. Everyone who has worked or studied here will be familiar with our ethos, which commits us to excellence in all that we do, be it in teaching or research. And that ethos explains why we've become so very good. But we also have values that are not reflected simply in league tables and international rankings. They are quite simple. We believe that anyone who can benefit from a York education should be able to do so. We believe that our teaching must be outstanding and informed by world-class research. We are unconditionally committed to the highest standards of academic excellence. We also believe that our teaching and research should be used to the benefit of people and societies worldwide. We will stand up for these principles, and they will continue to define who we are. No matter where your future may lie, I hope that you too will help us share and defend our belief in values of equity, excellence, and opportunity for all. I do hope that you've enjoyed your time here, which I'm sure wasn't spent completely on hard work and serious contemplation. I am, of course, often here on campus into the evening, and I've seen and heard you having excellent times in your colleges. In a digital age, I am also, of course, aware of what goes on in social media. Yik Yak regrettably has few secrets. And you know what all this says about you? It shows that you are, on the whole, a lively, sociable and caring group of people with a great zest for life. And so it should be. Being at university is about much more than study and work. During your time with us, you will have met people who will, hopefully, remain friends for the rest of your life. Indeed, some of you may have even met your life partners here. You will have enjoyed student societies or explored new interests. You will have experienced life in a community that is, thankfully, diverse and international, with people from all kinds of backgrounds from all over the world. I think that you will find that these experiences will have been just as valuable as any formal learning in shaping who you are and what you can become. Since 1963, we have inspired nearly 110,000 people to cross both this platform and also continents, and to embrace every imaginable job and profession. Now it's your turn to go out and explore new horizons. It's a well-known tradition that speeches at graduation ceremonies offer some well-intended advice to inspire graduates. In fact, to keep graduates engaged in ceremonies, Wired magazine have helpfully developed a bingo card with the top 24 cliches that are used in graduation speeches. Top phrases, none of which are featured up to now, include, "Don't be afraid of failure," "This is only the beginning," and "The future is yours to shape." Sound advice indeed. Actually, I don't think you particularly need my advice, but there are some things that probably matter more than anything else. First, try to be kind and compassionate to other people, because kindness and compassion underpin civil society. Second, never forget that the world is a very interesting place. Never stop exploring it and trying to understand it better. Third, make sure you enjoy whatever it is that you do and have the courage to change direction if you don't. And finally, be lucky. But do remember that Louis Pasteur said that chance favours only the prepared mind. I really hope I'll have the chance to meet many of you at some point in the future. We want to stay in touch with all of our graduates, and I hope you will wish to stay in touch with us. We have a very active worldwide community of alumni, and they offer opportunities for engagement that we hope that will be of interest to all of you. So, for now, I wish you all the very best in your futures. Make us proud, and above all, always strive to be the best that you can be. And being your graduates, I'm sure you'll also have a great time along the way. Many congratulations and good luck for your future. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'd now like to ask all of our guests to stand. Graduates, you stay seated, please. So all of our guests to stand. Colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, now is our last opportunity to congratulate our new graduates and wish them well. So many congratulations. Very well done. So, we're not quite finished yet. Graduates, can I ask you to now stand? Now is your opportunity to thank the staff of the university, academic and support staff, a whole range of people who've arranged the ceremonies, but also your relatives and friends and people who've supported you during your time at the University of York. Please. Thank you. I now declare this congregation closed.